Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to discuss how to use our count SQL function along with inner join. So here we are going to use those two functions to find certain answers to these questions. So we have our question set number 27 here, which is a continuation based on the data of our question set number 17. So let's move on to our first question. What is the number of students studying in class 11A? Alright, so let's find the answer for this in our Heady SQL. Alright, so for our first question, we need to find the number of students studying in the class 11A. So we are going to start off by writing select. We are searching a count. So basically we are finding the number of people. So student from student, we are going to count the number of index numbers here basically from student. So we are counting the students from the student table. Inner join the class table on student dot student in the class underscore class ID is equal to the class dot class ID. Alright, so we have our inner join table, and now we are going to have our condition. So where class dot class name is 11A, so we need the number of students who are from 11A. Alright, so I'm going to click on search and we have the answer as 4. So yeah, that's the answer for our first question. Let's move on to our next question. And our second question, find the number of students who scored between 40 and 90 marks in all subjects in the first term examination. So we need to find the number of data records. So yeah, let's move on to our Heady SQL to answer this question. Alright, so for our second question, we need to find the number of students who scored between 40 and 90 marks in all the subjects in the first term examination. So basically we need, they're saying all the number of data records. So select count. We are checking the student exam mark record dot mark. So we are checking the number of records here basically. So what it has to fulfill. So we're taking this from student exam mark record table. So here the mark should be between 40 and 90. The only thing they have mentioned other than for that is the first term. So we are going to join in our exam term table, exam term, the student exam mark record dot exam term ID is equal to exam term dot the term ID column where student exam mark record where exam term dot term name is equal to the first term and student exam mark record dot mark record dot mark is in between 40 and 90. Alright, so let's search. So we have 19 of such entries. So yeah, let's search the student exam mark record table. Instead of finding the count, we can just show the entries here just to be sure and see if they are between 40 and 90. We can also include the exam term dot term name if we want to. So we can see that these are all first term results. So yeah, this is how we can verify our answer. So basically we only need the count, and the count which we have once again is 19. So that's the answer for our first question. Let's move on to our next question. I'm sorry, this is the answer to our second question. Let's move on to our third question. Question number 3. What is the number of students appearing in the subject of science in the second term examination out of the students studying in all the classes in grade 11? Alright, so let's answer this question. So our third question asks the number of students who sat the science subject in the second term from grade 11. So here, other than for this, we need to join in our subject table. Grade 11 means all the students are from grade 11, so we don't need to add a class table or anything like that, or even a student table. Wait, we might have to add a student table. Let's see, number of students. So no, I don't think so. We don't need to find the number of students. Like, we don't need to use a student index number count here, so we can just search student exam mark record subject ID is equal to subject.subject ID. Alright, so our condition here will be so second term and we can open an AND operator here within the brackets. Subject name is equal to science. Alright, we close these brackets, and student exam mark record between, not between, it's not going to be between, it's more than 60. So we have the greater than mark here, and we're going to search greater than 60. So there are only 5 such students. Just to verify, I'm going to add in I'm going to remove count here. I'm going to have the subject name and the term as well. Subject name and term name. Alright, so when we search it, we have the marks here, all are above 65. So basically, yeah, that is it for this third question of ours. So we have 5 results here. So 5 is the answer for this question. Let's move on to our fourth question. Question number 4. Find the following details of 11A class students who scored more than 60 marks in mathematics in the second term examination. So number 1, the admission number. Number 2, the first name. Number 3, the last name. Number 4, the mark. Number 5, the date of the examination. Alright, so let's answer this question. Moving on to our fourth question, we need to find the details of certain students. So here we have to find the details of 11A students who got more than 60 marks in mathematics. So we need the help of all the tables. So we are going to join in all our 4 tables. So we are going to join our student table on student index, student exam mark record dot index, student index number is equal to student dot index number. Alright, and then we are going to join in inner join class on student dot class underscore class ID is equal to class dot class ID. So basically for this question we don't need a count here anymore. We need we can remove these brackets. So the details we need here is the student index number, then we need the student first name, first name, alright, student last name, okay, then we have the mark, and then the exam date, exam term dot exam date. Alright, so these are the details we need to find. Now what we need to change here is the condition, so they should be from class 11A, where, so let's keep this as yeah, so we can keep this subject name as mathematics, alright, where so we are going to find the class, we are going to have the class name here as 11A, alright, so we have that added in here as well, and we have an AND operator, so we have to open this within a bracket again, because we are searching, we can't have multiple AND operators in one line. So yeah, student exam mark record, mark is greater than 60. So there are only two students who got more than 60 for maths in the second term exam. We can verify that if we want to. So second term, so second term exam, yeah, one, yeah, so I think one entry is missing here. No, every so this one is 44.5, this one is 75, that's 1 mark above 60. So then again this one is 45, that's less than 60. Then for student 4 again 85.88, student 5 65, yeah, student 6 we have 82.5. Student 7, no, so their classes have to be the classes have to be 11A as well, so student 5 6 are not from 11A, so student 7 again has 85, student 8 is not from the class. So yeah, only two students have more than 85 for maths from 11A. So yeah, this is the answer for our fourth question. Let's move on to our final question. And to our final question of today, find the number of students in class 11A who scored more than 60 marks in the science subject in the second term examination. Alright, so let's answer this question in our Heidi SQL. So for our final question, once again we need to find the number of students, so we can just erase all this here, and we need to write a count function. So select a student exam mark record dot mark. So basically the variables which we need here, so this we need all these 4 tables here. So the class is 11A, mark is more than 60, exam term is second term, but the subject is going to be science. So we are going to find the number of students who have more than 60 marks of science from 11A. So the answer is 3. So yeah, this is it for this question on yeah, this is it for this question, and that is it for this video on how to use the count function along with our inner join function for our database queries. So I hope this helped you on how to use a count function and the inner join function. Thank you for watching.